This is the story of how Africa came to be divided and colonized by European countries. Now, if you haven't heard of the Berlin Conference of 84 to 85, brace yourself because you're about to get a lesson about the absolute audacity that is European imperialism. Behind me is a memorial board that indicates just what went down during the Berlin Conference. The Berlin Conference was a meeting that was convened by German Chancellor Otto von Bismarck, together with the who's who of European representatives like Belgium, France, Portugal, the United Kingdom. These guys sat around a table dividing the map of Africa like children playing with coloring books. They wanted to lay down laws of who gets a slice of the African pie, and by pie I mean natural resources, forced and free labor, land, etc. But here is the nerve-wracking part of all of this. They did not even think to ask the millions of Africans who lived there at the time. They didn't think to ask about their opinion and how they felt about it. African leaders like King Menelik II of Ethiopia, Shaka Zulu of the Zulu Kingdom, which is the present-day South Africa, Samora Ture of the Wasalo Empire. These Africans all ruled at the time, but none of them, not a single one, was invited to the Berlin Conference. The audacity of dividing Africa was not just about greed. It was backed with flawed ideas of racial superiority and a paternalistic outlook on Africans. Have you ever heard of the term phrenology? It is a study that looked at skull shapes to judge intelligence. Europeans used this pseudoscience to claim that they were the smart ones and therefore fit to rule others. They also believed that they were a superior race that had a moral duty to civilize Africans, who they saw as childlike and unfit to govern themselves. This mindset, it provided a twisted justification for their actions. They called it the white man's burden. This unfortunately led to most of Africa's land coming under the European control by the early 1900s. Oh, and let's not forget, the lines they sketched on those maps had zero respect for the people that lived there, their societies, or even their centuries-old traditions. So, the next time you hear about challenges and conflicts in Africa that have roots in the colonial era, remember the Berlin Conference. This whole ordeal shows just how disastrous it can be when a few people make life-changing decisions for millions of people without giving them a say in their own destiny.